brake, accelerator. Hi Watson. See? Open the door, I could smell you. That wasn't the AMG key. You're probably excited to see the AMG motto.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't taken this car for a drive yet. The weather's been so crap in Melbourne, we haven't taken it for a drive, but have a look. What do you reckon?
Not bad.
Good size.
GTR next to GTR, which one would you take? I think most people would still take this bad boy. But here is our bright green AMG GTR. Have a look at it. 2019, it's only got 3,000 kilometers on the clock. So she's a baby, brand new. Look at this. Put the sticker on the back. Beautiful car, like we said, 3,000 kilometers. We haven't even taken this thing for a drive yet because it's been so wet in Melbourne. It's pointless. We don't want to take it out, and we don't have much points left on our license to lose any more points. Do we, boy?
I do, you don't.
Well, yeah.
I'm not allowed to drive the cars.
Don't say that. You make them feel sorry for you, mate.
That's the point.
So the Saturn green, they call it devil or hell green or something like that. Obviously the long nose, we've got the front mid-engine. I think the engine starts around here, just behind the front wheels. So you've obviously got different models in the GT series, GTC, GTS and GTR. So GTR is obviously the most powerful. Obviously now there is the GTR Pro and the GTR Black series that's coming out. This thing retails for about $350,000, $350,000. We picked it up for just around the 300k mark. So it is a very, very expensive car. What are they? 430 kilowatt, 700 newton meters of torque, 0 to 100 in 3.6 seconds. This thing is mainly track built, so it's not really built for straight line speed, but it is very, very, very quick around the track. So what do you reckon, Watto? Get out there, take it for a spin, and
let's go for a drive.
What you can do. Let's do it. Alrighty, let's
6.5 hours later.
Yo, you about done? Tick tock, motherfucker.
Do it.
Do it.
You ready?
Ready.
To kickstart 2021? All you motherfuckers out there, copying our shit. We gave you a 5-day head start, you So onto the interior, it's very much similar to the new AMG C63S that we had, the 2019. So it's carried a lot of parts over from the 2019. So you've obviously got the dash, steering wheel, all your controls. First thing you see when you get in here, the two things that really stand out is the engine stop button, lights up red, and you've got your traction control. Obviously, once you put it into race mode and put in your settings, you turn off the ESP, then you can adjust your track. On here, you can adjust your dials, whether you're on Sport, Sport Plus, or Race mode. Shows up on the dash as well. You've got your suspension setting, also, and here are all your dials as well. Here's your traction control button, your exhaust. Underneath the car, there's a splitter, so that adjusts that, more downforce, high speeds. That I think that automatically comes down if you're doing over 100 or so Ks. You obviously got this huge center console bit. You got your factory roll cage in the back. I think that's an option that's color coded as well, so it looks pretty cool. And obviously the car's a lot wider, so with the McLaren, because it's like the carbon tub, everything's really compact and you're sitting right next to the passenger. With this, it's very, very wide, this car.
There's a lot of space.
Yeah, it feels a lot wider than even the Murcielago. So overall, the finish, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Mercs, but you can't deny the finish and the quality of their interiors and the overall the car. You know, the stitching, the finishing, the materials, everything is spot on.
Especially you're sitting in like a leather bucket seat, like.
Yeah, well, I'm sitting very, very low. You can't adjust the height of the seat, so I'm pretty short. Well, I'm 5'10", and I can't see shit. But we're going to take it for a spin, see what it feels like.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. Put that in reverse there. What is that? What the fuck is that? Oh, the trade plate.
Oh.
I'm like, what the hell? Alrighty, let's go. So this thing's got four-wheel steer, so the rear tyres turn as well. It's a really strange feeling, to be honest. I didn't think you'd feel it much, but you actually can feel it a lot. Sounds good. You wouldn't expect anything else from a Mercedes, would you? Sounds pretty good. Yeah, I feel the speed. I can feel the difference between that and the Trackhawk.
Trackhawk is so high. This thing, you feel you're low.
Yeah.
You're low in your seat too.
Like the Trackhawk, this is probably as similar 0 to 100 as the Trackhawk, but
Probably.
it just doesn't. You don't feel that suction that the Trackhawk gives you. Trackhawk just sucks you into your seat and just kicks you in the stomach. So
Wonder if All Street left us any goodies.
no, just my wallet.
It's a goodie if you ask
We didn't
me.
get any lollies in this car. All Street, pick up your game. No lollies. Empty tank of fuel.
Not a single Mentos. The amount of work we've done with you, and this is how you treat us.
Right. Obviously the bucket seats, they're not very adjustable. I'm sitting very, very low, but like I'm 5'10", so what you'd fit in pretty nicely.
Yeah, I can see pretty well. I'm 6'2", so the position for me is pretty good. Passenger
It's
anyway.
not bad considering they're like AMG's race version of seats. They're pretty comfortable. Leather everywhere, as Mercs do. But yeah, it's pretty quiet nonetheless. And we got the exhaust on. We'll turn everything off for now. And you could definitely daily this thing once you put it in comfort. It's not overly bumpy. It's not outrageous. It's not loud. It doesn't feel like a supercar.
It's your typical new high-end European car.
Yeah.
You kind of don't know that you're going as fast as you are.
Yeah, I still don't feel like it's a supercar.
Yeah. Like, being in it doesn't compare to...
No, when you're
The
in a
McLarens
supercar, you
and
know you're in a supercar. This doesn't feel like you're in a supercar. It just feels like you're in a, like you said, a high-end, very expensive Mercedes, 350,000. They've got a really good presence about them. But driving this just down the freeway, it's just, yeah, it's not as outrageous. I think that's got to do with the interior as well. It's very luxurious on the inside, very well finished. It's very quiet on the outside. Whereas you go to the Lamborghini, the Murcielago, or the Aventador, for example, they're just, they're loud, they're obnoxious. Where this one's a lot more laid back, relaxed, tamed. I'm sure on the track it's a different beast.
Yeah, you kind of almost forget you're in, like, such a car until you look at the front and see that big green bonnet.
So this is their track spec version. It is very, very well optioned interior wise, considering it's a track version. We got the pista, that's the track, and we don't get carpets, there's no door trims, you don't even get door hand, you get a little strap, a little strap to close the door. Very, very stripped back, but this is very, very optioned. You wouldn't expect anything less from Mercedes. That's what they do, and that's what they do best. At one point, this was the quickest rear-wheel drive to hit the Nürburgring. I'm sure it's been overtaken now, but for Mercedes to come out and do that, it's pretty impressive. Look, Mercs do sound good. If there's one thing Mercs can do properly, it's the build quality of their cars, interior finishes, and the sounds.
Surely just while we're here, we just...
For fuck's sake, this phone! Alrighty, we're on some open stretch of road. Obviously, we are going to abide by all laws. Why are you smiling, Bono?
Oh.
Why you got a cheeky grin on your face? Straight to 80. That was pretty quick to 80. Down to it, doesn't it? simple brake, accelerator. Sounds good. I was struggling to get the power down, but didn't it? Let's try it with traction control off. See if that helps. Oh, we won't turn it off. We'll go ESP Sport. See if that makes any difference. Right now. Yeah, that's much nicer, wasn't it? That was much nicer.
It was alright.
Yeah. I'm sure on a track you'd have a lot more fun with the traction, but that's the traction control. So to enable your traction control, you obviously hold this down, disengage it, and then you'll get your dial on here. Obviously all the way to the right is on, all the way to the left is off, but it's not completely off. Whereas the pista, if you turn off the traction control, you turn off the traction control. So, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It's a bit of fun.
I still want to go home and get the pista. Let's go get the pista.
Let's get the pistol.
Welcome to the Ferrari pista.
Are you challenging me?
Scott wants to run us.
Definitely does.
He's going for it.
He's definitely going for it.